Do you find that there's a barrier between what you want to say and what you actually say? Setting boundaries with other people is really tough and you don't really speak your truth. That is today's episode when we talk about the throat chakra. So today we're going to bring balance to this particular chakra to help bring a confidence in your communication and also the ability to set boundaries. Let's go. Welcome, ladies, to the Life Mastery for Women podcast. I'm Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind, your host. This is where we go to learn to master our life one nugget at a time. Hey, ladies, it's Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind. Welcome to today's episode where I hope I am finding you with a balanced throat chakra. If your throat chakra is not balanced, it is my intention that in today's episode, I give you just one nugget of inspiration towards your transformation. So welcome to today's episode. I love talking about the throat chakra. I think it's because, I'm a public speaker, I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, I teach, I have a podcast. I just love talking. I just love it. And once I started to learn how to build confidence through my words and through my beliefs, that's where my confidence really started soaring. I was not always a confident person. If you know me now in this day, you would say, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine you not being confident. But of course, when I was younger and trying to figure things out in middle school, which was the worst time of my life, it was I just didn't know who I was. And that's a lot of teenagers now, 13, 14, 15-year-olds are just trying to figure it out, right? And that then is the age when your throat chakra begins to develop. Now, the throat chakra located at the base of the neck is the element of sound. So when you're 13, 14, 15, you're learning how to talk and communicate and ask for what you need and start to develop your wants and try to find your individuality. This is why teens and their parents and adults don't really get along, is during this time, the teens are basically doing the opposite of what everyone is asking them. For the most part, those kids that are still trying to find their voice, trying to find what their boundaries, trying to find who they are struggling in this area because they're trying to be an individual. So if you grow up and you're a highly religious family, this is the time where the kids might start venturing off away from the religion because that's what they grew up with. And they're doing the opposite. They're doing things that the family has been instilling those values. And then the kids want to go, I want to be an individual. I want to be independent. And in order to do that, I need to be the opposite. And that's what they start to think. That's their psychology. And this becomes a really difficult time. But what about you? Is this difficult for you? Are you saying yes when you want to say no? Are you not setting boundaries, or you're setting boundaries, but you're not following through on them? This is a common problem with a lot of my clients, is setting boundaries, speaking their truth, and communicating their desires. So if you listen to the other episodes on the chakras, it is all about your words. And this one is the perfect one to start practicing those beliefs of the things that you want to experience, the words and the thoughts that you want to bring into your life. Now, we're going to use the same 5 words. And when we start talking about the mental piece, I guess I'm going to start right there, just because I'm talking about it, is the allowing, willing, open, getting in the flow of, and receiving this way to communicate. Because we don't always just communicate with our words, but we use our tone, our inflection, and the actual vocabulary that we use, but also our body language. Do we listen to others? That's also part of the throat chakra, is listening, not just talking. We say a lot to our teenagers. Now, this isn't a parenting thing, but just because I thought of it, but we say a lot to our teenagers if we're listening, talking, or talking at, or lecturing. We communicate really well that way. And the really well may not be good, it might be bad. It might be, how do I communicate in getting my needs met, getting my boundaries set with the people that I love. And so the last episode, we talked about the heart chakra and deepening our connections. This is deepening your connection with you. This is deepening your connection with your spouse, your kids, your coworkers, your boss, your extended family. We do that through communication. Now, let me give you a deeper layer. We're also going to do that with our own sense, as we're connecting on our spiritual journey, the words we use in our communication that start to bring that emotional state, that emotional sensation back into the body. So the words I use, I am allowing my truth to be told. I am allowing deeper connections in my life. I am allowing myself to be more communicative, or I'm allowing boundaries. I'm receiving the truth. Your own truth is a very powerful statement. Your own truth are the things that are true for you. Now, the good things, like you are a spiritual being having a physical experience. You are on this planet with 5 senses. You have a 6th sense that connects you to the spiritual realm. I'm going to use my words to create and to open that portal so I can start to have this spiritual experience. And we start that through the third eye. We start that through the throat chakra. The third eye is next. Now, some of the physical things that we can do to help open and balance this particular chakra, the first and foremost is sing. Now, it is because sound, but also singing helps to elicit that emotional response. And if you remember, if you've listened to the other episodes, the foundation is creating that brain, that head-heart coherence, getting the brain to think of a certain thing that creates that emotional sensation in the body. That is the key. You want to do that. Whatever words you're using, I want you to, quote, try them on. Like, I want my business to be easy. Like, I love that. I want my life to be in the flow. Those words immediately give me a sensation in my body. That's what we're going for. So sing whatever you want. Sing at the top of your lungs. Sing in your car, your living room, outside, at the baseball diamond, whatever, wherever. It doesn't matter if you're good at it or not. This is going to open that chakra. The next, talking, saying certain words. This is not spiraling. You're standing at the water cooler with your coworkers and you're complaining about your job. This is not that. This is not, you will be shortening and over energizing your throat chakra, where then you become this dominant personality, interruptive, disruptive. Your life doesn't work from there. So bringing balance, standing up for yourself, coming from that place of confidence, setting boundaries, asking for what you want, saying yes when you say yes, say no when you mean no. That creates a balanced throat chakra. Being present with the sounds around you. The element is sound. So being present, go sit outside and listen. Listen to nature. Listen to the birds. Listen to the waves. Listen to the crackling fire or the kids playing in the distance. Pay attention to what you're hearing and deepen that. Go even deeper. Listen even more intently and see if you can hear different sounds that you couldn't a second ago. This creates that balance in the throat chakra. Now, the last one, the emotion. Breathing into the throat and watching the air coming in. Breathe in through your nose. We can do this right now because I didn't do a grounding to start us. I was so excited to talk about my favorite chakra, that and the solar plexus. So breathing in, breathe in through the nose. Watch the air come in, top of the nose, top of the lungs, and then breathe out. Being present. Feeling your butt in the seat, your feet on the floor, your back against the chair. Feel your body. Breathe in. Watch this air come in through the nostrils. Breathe in. Right there in the throat. Watch it in there and visualize what your throat chakra looks like. And because I'm speaking, my throat chakra is like, poof, it's just this huge thing because I'm in the middle of speaking right now. And it's blue. You want it to be this light, vibrant blue. But if you notice that yours is too small, intend to make it a little bit bigger. Use your words. Use your words to make it bigger. I intend for this chakra to be balanced with the other chakras. I intend for my communication center to be perfectly balanced with my goals. Breathe it in. I'm allowing balance into my life, into this chakra. Look at this chakra. Look at the colors. Do you see any black? Do you see any dark? Do you see any stuck energy? Then let that go. I release this stuck energy and I breathe in balance. And then looking at that space, what do you notice about the size? These are all ways that you can spend some time with each chakra, getting to know each one and getting to see, sense, or feel that chakra. What is it doing? What does it need from me? And how can I bring this into better balance? So I hope this found you well. I hope this was interesting to you. And if it was, please share this episode on your own social media. Write a review and subscribe to my channel so every time I drop an episode, you get a notice. And then we start to work together to spread the word on bringing more balance and harmony into the world. That's my goal. That's my job. That's my purpose. That's why I feel like I'm here on this planet, is learning all of these things about all this energy work, and balancing the chakras is just the beginning. It's just the beginning of our spiritual journey. So I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so grateful that you joined me today in whatever capacity you did. And I hope that you go and do this work. I hope that you turn the radio on as soon as I'm done. Turn the radio on and sing your heart out. Wow, that may have felt like a lot of information in today's episode, but if you're looking for support and a deeper knowledge of what we talked about today, then let's connect. You can learn more about how I work and how you can work with me. Send me an email to the meditationroomtc@gmail.com, subject line, let's talk. And in the meantime, you can join my online Facebook community, Lady Rising, and mention that you came in through the podcast. I look forward to supporting you and connecting with you there.